Hello, hello. Okay. Hi guys. Okay, if possible, turn your videos on so we can see you. And everybody should be muted. There's a chat box. So I'm just gonna leave you guys muted. Unless for some reason you need to say something, you can unmute yourself. Hi, Kim. All right, so there's a group chat on your right. You guys can chat there. You're so excited, so excited. I see that, where's your shirt, Teresa? I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm cutting up some cloths while we wait. Kristen, we want to see you. Where are you? Let me see, gallery view. All right, Rose, we can't see you. Stacy, we can't see you. Who else can't we see? Kim, we can't see you. Joy, we can't see you. No, I see Joy. Joy, are you on here twice? I'm making host packets. I get nervous energy, so I'm nervous. Kim, you should be able to hear me. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, like thumbs up. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Anyway, I have nervous energy. So I'm making host packets. Hi guys, Pam, Noelle, Kristen, Joy, Dusty. Hi Carmel. Carmel, you can unmute yourself. Are you unmuted, Carmel? So quiet.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, now you're unmuted.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Debbie said that they're having major internet issues in Canada.
Oh,
And so they've had outages. And she said if she has to, she'll dial in by her phone, but
okay.
we may not be able to see her if that's the case. So just letting you know.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm just responding back to her.
Okay, you just text away. I'm just making hostess packets because that's my nervous energy.
There you go. Multitask.
Yes. I like it, Teresa. It's good. I just don't want to miss anybody. Okay, I'm going to go make a Facebook post really quick for those who might have forgotten. Picture.
Oh, good. You got one. Good idea. I'm going to do the same.
Yeah.
Look at all those pretty ladies.
Oh, some of you need to turn your videos on. We want to see your faces. Hi, Angie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Noelle. Your hair's cute, Noelle. I don't know if I've ever seen it down. So you're all muted, and I want you to stay muted just because sometimes there's weird background noises. Uh-oh, what just happened? So you guys can chat in the chat box. And then then later we can unmute you guys.
I'm guessing Dusty doesn't want to be on camera.
That's okay, Dusty.
She's working hard in the garage. Good job, Dusty. You can come and mow my lawn then after that.
Right? Oh, 4 people are waiting. Ooh. Hi, Amy Moreland. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Charity. Hi, Christy. So, Carmel, you have to see that Christy Lum lives in Hawaii, and then Kristen Modrell, wherever she went, I just saw her.
She's right under you.
She lives in Alaska.
Wow, you guys, that's awesome.
So it's super early for them, I think.
Wow. Yeah, what is the time difference?
We're 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm still at work. So.
Well, awesome. Thanks for sneaking in.
Yeah.
And I know I have some East Coast time people, and it's 9:30 p.m. for them, so we have the gamut.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. How about in Alaska? What time is it?
It is 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Okay. Are you Pacific time?
We're Alaska time.
So it's okay. Okay, so my Pacific.
We have our own time zone because we're so big.
I don't know.
Special. All right, we're getting quite a group on.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna take another shot since we have so many wonderful members on. We're filling the screen.
Good. Sometimes I think there's like 2 screens worth of people.
Yeah, sometimes there is, and you kind of have to like scroll over, or we get really, really small.
Yes. So just, guys, there's chatting, like typing, chatting down in the corner. So feel free to chat with each other there. What? My 14-year-old son is playing video games, and I told him to be quiet. So if you hear yelling in the background, it's him.
Blame it on the kids.
Yes, because I'm in the basement, my basement office. All right, guys, I know we're just waiting for Debbie. So while we're waiting, I wanted to introduce Carmel to you guys. Carmel is our regional sales manager. And she has like some of the Midwestern states like Nebraska and Iowa and South Dakota, right? South Dakota. You can
yes, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa. Yes. Sorry, Debbie's just texting me.
That's okay. So she's super awesome. And because she's my personal RSM, she's our RSM. And so she is supporting us. And I've been really loving getting to know Carmel. So she is here to be with us, and she'll introduce Debbie. And Debbie is able, hopefully she's able to come on.
Yep, I'm just finding out. You gotta love technology.
I know. Do we though? Oh, Debbie Bolton. I just admitted.
Did she pop in?
Yeah, I think so. Hi, Debbie. Let me unmute Debbie. Uh-oh. I better unmute.
Yes, unmute her.
Oh, how do I? Why isn't it? Oh, she has a baby. Hold on, Debbie. I don't know why it's not letting me unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? Unmute. There. Okay. Okay, Debbie, you should be unmuted.
All right, I am not seeing her. You must have seen her.
I hear a baby.
It's the internet. Okay.
Debbie, you're on.
Do you see her?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Kelly. How are you, Kelly?
Hi. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And
Here,
congratulations on your new family.
Oh. Well, Debbie, we lost your picture.
Still
there.
Awesome. Great. You know what? Am I having bad connection? If I am, I was telling Carmel. Okay. I'm going to. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
Yep. Debbie, we can't see you, but we heard you before. So dial in or, yeah, she said she's going to go to her phone. So let's hang tight a moment here.
That's no problem. Do we have a rogue unmuted person? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if she's there yet. I'm sure she'll say something as soon as.
I see her name, but I don't see her face anymore. Oh no, I see her face still. Huh.
Oh, really? Because it's just blank for me, but. Kind of forget that sometimes, like the internet could be down.
I know. That's happened to me before because I live rural, and that happened to me once in the middle of a Facebook party. It was very horrifying.
Oh man, that's really not good, right?
Debbie, did you make it back in? I thought I saw she was had called in.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry about that. We are having major internet problems up here in Western Canada with Shaw. So I guess I have to do it on my phone, which is awesome.
That's okay. We're just so happy to have you.
Oh, it's so good to be on the call. Thank you.
All right. Well, Kelly, do you want me to kick off here?
Yes, please do. For those of you who are just joining us, this is Carmel. She is our regional sales manager, and she is here to support us and introduce Debbie to us. Thanks, Carmel.
All right. Yes. Well, thank you, Kelly, for inviting us. And very excited to be working with Nebraska, Kelly's team, and all of the friends here from Hawaii to Alaska that we have on the call. So fabulous. Thank you and welcome. And we're very excited to introduce to you very special lady that I have the privilege of working with on a daily basis. She truly is the head and the heart of Norwex, and she makes it her mission to make a difference with every contact and every connection that she makes with people. And so I'm very excited to introduce and welcome our co-founder and Chief Global Sales Officer, Debbie Bolton.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you, Carmel. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I can see all of you. So Kelly, I'm focusing on you. If I have internet challenges, just put your thumbs up, and I know I have to recall in. I cannot believe this. In fact, I was so frustrated when I called them. They said, Western Canada, something to do with Shaw, internet went down. So anyway, we will try this. Carmel, thank you for that beautiful introduction. I must tell you, Carmel, you are one of my favorite people to do meetings with and to travel with. Those of you who have gotten to know Carmel, oh my goodness, we have been so blessed at Norwex, bringing Carmel to be part of the Norwex team. So Carmel, the feeling is mutual. You really are, I always say you can teach skills, but you know what? Not always heart. And you just have come in and jumped into Norwex, and you truly do have the heart to do what we do. So thank you. And Kelly, thank you for inviting us into is this your team meeting, Kelly?
This is our team meeting. Yes. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh. We're so
I love it. Tell me where everybody's from.
We are everywhere from Alaska to Hawaii to Idaho, Nebraska, Colorado, Oregon, Washington State, everywhere. We're from
everywhere. Oh my. Okay. Well, I so love that. And just thank you so much. Carmel or Kelly, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of everyone that you see and send it to me?
Yes.
By text tonight, Carmel, so I can
yes,
be sure
I will do that. Every time I take one, Debbie, we get more people, so I have to keep taking one.
Okay, I love it. Well, first of all, welcome everyone, and it's such an honor to be on this call tonight. I really wished you could see me tonight. because not so much about seeing me, but just being able to see my heart. So I hope without the video tonight and just hearing my voice, I really want you to not hear my voice as much as hear my heart tonight. These are one of my very favorite things to do, and that is to come in, be invited in, and connect in team meeting. Often I'm with large crowds. As you all know, I travel. We're in 16 different countries, but I tell people my very favorite thing, yeah, I work on budgets and I have to work on different projects, etc., but nothing fills my cup more than connecting with the field, because that's who we are at NORWEC. We are about connecting. I tell people there will never be a day where you only hear communications or see communications come from me, because really that's not my heart. I mean, we need that, but my heart is to really be able to connect with people and connect with everyone that's a part of the family of NORWEC. And I love technology today because I love that we're able to do that. We can sit right now. I'm sitting in my quiet time room. I wish I had the video. I was going to show you my big map on my wall. It's the full size of my walls on there. All of the different countries' recruiting goals and leadership development. And so my vision board is the map, but it takes the whole side of my wall. So I have to just tell you about it. But just wanted to open up the meeting tonight before I get in talking about something that is so on my heart, and that is, of course, you all know, the Safe Haven 5 party. So I do want to talk about that tonight. But before I jump into that, I just wanted you all to know how much I value you. I know, excuse me, whether you are part-time, full-time, or big-time with NORWEC, I want to tell you, every single person that is part of NORWEC is a very important part of what we are doing here. So never ever question, do I belong here? I'm here to tell you tonight, every single person belongs here. If you've chosen to be here tonight, I want you to hear from my heart that you belong at NORWEC. And I also want you to know that we believe in you. We truly believe in you, and I hope that you believe in you. I hope you believe in yourself, and more importantly, I hope you believe in others. I hope you believe in your team, and I hope you believe in our company, because it really is. People often ask me, Debbie, what do you attribute to being a person of significance? And I share with people, be a person that never loses her belief. Never lose your belief. Never lose your belief in yourself. Never lose your belief in others. Never lose your belief in the hostesses, that your business partners, as I call them, or your influencer, your hostess who are part of this journey with you. Stay in that place of believing and knowing what you are doing is making a difference. And I remember the very first night going out and doing a party. And before I get to that, the last thing I forgot I wanted to share with you is I hope through this call, if there's one message that you get and you hear from my heart, and that is the commitment, how committed we are to come alongside you and build together. I can't change the world, you can't change the world, but oh my goodness, together we are making a huge impact. And I never want to take for granted the people that are on this journey with us, because I remember in the early days when there wasn't anybody on the journey with us. And so that kind of takes me back to the Safe Haven 5. I remember when we opened up the company in 1999. Well, actually, we started in 1998. And Gert and I were working around my dining room table. The first 8 months of the company, after we launched it, we worked from my dining room table. And, you know, I never want to forget what it takes to start from nothing. I know maybe some of you, or maybe you come into you meet people who are just like, I don't know where to start. I tell people, just start. Just start. You don't have to have everything. In fact, we started a company with $1,300 because the bank would not give us anything. They were willing to give me money to start a clothing and jewelry company, but not NORWEC. And so, but I knew my dream was bigger than what the bank could even visualize. And so I thought, that's okay. We'll start from nothing. We're going to just get started. And so that's how we opened up the company. We didn't have anybody who was a consultant yet. In fact, I had to beg people. I was able to beg some of my family members to join, and they said, well, we'll sign up so that you can at least tell people that there are some consultants. They didn't do anything. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. In fact, I have a great family. We laugh about it today, but they look back from 20 years from now, they're like, Debbie, we can't believe it. We can't believe that we did not believe this would do your part, you can do it, because that's how we did it. So I couldn't find anybody in the early days that would go out and do the parties. So I decided I'm going to lead the way. And that's why today I tell leaders, never stop doing parties. Keep leading the way. That's how we opened up the company. That's how we'll continue to grow. And so I went out and did that first party, and I can tell you, not a good party. $2.49. I did not believe in myself after I left that party. I went in with belief, I'll tell you that. I went in with passion. I was excited. I had done this industry for many years. I thought, I know how to do this. I am passionate about the butter demo. We only had 15 products back then. Today we have over 150. I demonstrated, I talked about every single 15 product. I told them all the ingredients, and on and on and on I went. I think I scared them. But anyways, I went in, and I will tell you, I went in with belief. I believed I could do that. Well, you can imagine how shocked I was after, when I was taking orders, and one person came up, sat at the table, and ordered a package of spear nuts. And back then they were $2.49, and I couldn't believe it. I'm walking out of the door, and I'm thinking, Debbie, who do you think you are? You have a vision to open up a global company, because that was the dream, has always been the dream, to go into many nations, and you are walking away doing a party, and the total sales were $2.49. I remember getting in the car that night, and I remember I did lose my belief. I did. I went in believing I could do it. I walked out believing, questioning whether or not I still could believe, or if I still had the belief. And I walked into the house that night, and I thought, this is probably a good time to actually quit, because you haven't really got started, and it might be a good time to quit. So I walked into the house that night, and I said to my husband, Mike, I was just getting ready to sign it, because I'm part owner with Beyond and others, but back then it was just myself and Beyond, the founder in Norway. And I said, Mike, I'm going to phone Beyond tomorrow morning and tell him that I am not going to go forward. We might as well stop now before too much is invested of our time, etc. Anyways, Mike looked at me and he said, seriously, like, you were passionate about this a week ago. What happened? You got these big dreams and big goals and all these vision boards. And I said, Mike, I can't find anybody that believes it'll work. I just went out and did a party and sold spear net. And we're a microfiber company. Back then, that's what we were. We're a microfiber company. That's like Kentucky Fried Chicken opening up and only being able to sell French fries, not even chicken. And he kind of laughed, but he said, Debbie, seriously, you're saying you're going to give up because no one else believed? And I said, yes. And he said, Debbie, since when have you ever been one to listen to the voice of the crowd? And that was all I needed to hear. And I share that because I've often thought about what would have happened if I would have quit after that first party. Look at where we are today. Not because it was about me, but it was just about myself and Gerd willing to just keep on keeping on. And I look at the people that are on this call tonight. And by the way, some of you I have met, and so it's so good to see your names on the screen. And I think, you know what? I'm so glad. I would have missed out so much when I look at the family and the friends and the relationships that I have today, all because I was not willing to quit. But one of the things that I quickly realized after that party, what I had done wrong and that I needed to change, and that was I had overwhelmed them. I had gone in and I was so focused on selling product. I was so focused on, I call it getting transactions that night. instead of being focused on why I was doing Norwex. Because why I started Norwex is, all of you know, I'm passionate about children. I love children, and I'm passionate about healthy homes. And so I realized that night what I did wrong is I went into somebody's home and I shared product. And I quickly realized if Norwex was truly going to be a company that was going to go into all the nation, that we needed to be a company that had a strong purpose, a strong mission, a strong why, and to build a company with a very healthy culture. So that's when people ask, Debbie, when did the Safe Haven party start? I tell people the second party. The first party failed. And you know what? I don't look at it as a failure. I always say, I really don't look at failures. I call them lessons learned. I quickly had a lesson learned moment of, you know what? I overwhelmed them. And now I could still reflect seeing them all. Like, I mean, keep in mind, 20 years ago, they were not green in Canada, and they especially weren't green in the United States. And it was just like, I overwhelmed them with product information. And so that was when, after that night, decided I am just going to show 5 products and what we call the Safe Haven 5 today, because I would show, and I realized we can change homes by going in and getting people to use just these 5 products. I had a passion to get chemicals out from under the sink. I had small children then. And so I started just sharing the Safe Haven 5. I started talking about my goal. Every single party that I went to, every single customer that I interacted with, it still hasn't changed, was that I wanted people to start with what I call the basics. Start with the product that will change your lives. And I knew that if they couldn't, you know, if they needed anything, it would start with these 5. This is your cleaning regimen. This is what will you can get rid of those chemicals that you have been using, and this will change your home. And so that was the journey of the Safe Haven 5 party. And it became my Safe Haven not only party, but Safe Haven on the go. That is what I would show people sitting in Starbucks. That is what I would, when I would go network with people, those 5 products always were with me. I was known as the lady, the party on the go lady, because I always was able to, and I could share with you guys sometime. I had a little mirror, I had a little tile floor, and I had this little bag, and I, you know, had a bar in there, etc. I could do a Safe Haven 5 demo often in less than 10 minutes, and people would be wowed. And so the Safe Haven 5 is really our mission on legs. I mean, we have over 150 products today, and of course we sell more than the Safe Haven 5, but I tell people, when that new customer who has never been with it, if you focus on the Safe Haven 5 for her, first of all, the party average is much higher, but you can walk away knowing her life is going to be changed because of that. I quickly realized I was trying to sell, back then it was a stainless steel soap, they called it. And I'm like, oh, that's great, but that's not what people need right now. That's a nice to have. I needed to sell the essential, what they really needed. And so the Safe Haven 5 really became what I called the essential of our business, the essentials of what people really needed, not the nice to have, but this is what was very essential to really change their homes and make a difference. And so people say to me today, Debbie, you're still so passionate about the party. And I said, yes, I am. I'm passionate about the Safe Haven 5, because if you can not overwhelm them, it's like going into a store or whatever and being online and you order, so you're looking at so many things. By the end of the night, you're like, oh, I don't know what to order. That's often what happens when you overwhelm your customers. So that was kind of how that Safe Haven 5 came about 20 years ago. And do you know what? They are still within our top 10 sellers of the product line, even though we've got over 150 products, those 5 products. And they are the products that people use and they see the wow right away. And it's also, as I tell people, I don't want people to have to go out and do 3-hour parties. My goal, I had small children back then. And so I couldn't go out and do 3-hour parties. And so I tell people today, when people tell me, Debbie, I feel overwhelmed, my parties are long, and that's why we end up going back to the Safe Haven 5, is people were telling me, I'm out, my party takes 3, 4, 5 hours. And I'm like, what? No, we want you to have a life as well. We do business together, but we do life together. And same with, and so that was kind of how, I still talk that way. I tell people, don't be overwhelmed. Often take time to look at what all you've added to your party, because your party should be quick, simple, and fun. That's what people want today. People are information overload. What they want today is they want you. They want your heart. They want your passion, and they want to be able to see how simple it is to change their lives, to change their home, but they also want to have fun doing it as well. So that's just a little bit about the party, and I just want to share with you, the party is what's changing home. We're in less than 1% of the homes today. I have often lay in bed at night and dream, and I think, look at how large we are, but yet we're so small. We're big, but we're so small. And we're in less than 1%. What will it look like when we're in 2% of the home? What will it look like when we're in 5% of the home? And so I just want to share with you, if you're wondering about your business, if I could just, one piece of advice is keep your business simple. Do the simple things. Don't complicate your business. It's simple. And then the second thing that I tell people is make sure your business is your calling and your purpose, that you realize that you're not just going out there to collect transaction or to collect sales, but if you go out there knowing that you are making an impact, you're making a difference. I'm sure many of you have people tell you all the time that, you know what, this has changed my life. And you've heard many testimonies, and that's really what it's about at Norwex. So we're committed to keep on building with you. And I would love, Kelly, to just open up the line. I would love to hear the hearts of those of you who are on the call. If you have a comment, I want this to be very interactive tonight. So if you have a comment or a question, sorry. Can you still hear me, Kelly? Was that me?
Kelly's trying to get herself off mute and not have everybody be on off mute at one time because of the background noise.
That was too wide.
No problem.
Debbie,
so
I can either let people unmute themselves if they have questions, or I did collect some questions ahead of time. I didn't know how much time you would have.
Sure. Well, you know what? I had said 6 more minutes, but I'm more sensitive to you guys. I feel like this is your meeting. I'm happy to take 10 minutes, Kelly. So no problem. You tell me.
Okay, so I'm looking at my team. Give me thumbs up
Sure.
or thumbs down. Do you want me to have you guys ask your questions, thumbs up, or have me ask your questions, thumbs down? I'll just take a quick poll. Oh, thumbs down, no way.
That's okay.
You guys are chicken livers. All right. Okay, so I'll ask a couple questions that came through. So Debbie, we want to know, what is one of your most favorite or inspiring, this is how Norwex has changed my life testimonies that you've ever heard?
Wow, that's a tough one, because you can imagine with all the travel I do, I get to hear so many testimonies, but probably one of my favorites, and actually, Carmel, you were with me, was just recently we were in Minnesota, and we had someone share, and she actually brought her twin boys up with her, and as she was speaking, and they're about 7 or 8 now, but she had shared, well, here's how she started her testimony. She started out by saying, I almost killed my babies. And I'm like, what? Anyways, Carmel, jump in. But basically, she told about how, she's in the medical field, and I get that. So is my son and my kids. But anyway, she talked about, they were born premature. And so she had brought them home. And of course, like a new mom, they told her, make sure they don't get any infections and, no germs, etc. So she became a cleanophobia, where she was disinfecting, Javix, making sure everything was germ-free. And the boys ended up actually on oxygen and 24 hours of the day. To make a long story short, she heard about Norwex. She came to a party, is why I love parties. She came to a party, not willingly, just like many people, and she heard about how she could change, her life. Well, she researched this out, and ended up starting to use Norwex. And Carmel, I think it was like either 3 months later, the boys were no longer needing oxygen. Anyways, today they're just healthy 7, 8-year-old boys. And that was one of my favorites. I hear so many. I mean, I see pictures. People send me pictures all the time of kids who, you know, had eczema. I've heard, you know, my child no longer is using inhalers. So all of those testimonies mean so much to me, but also the testimonies of people who never realized they had a dream until they came to Norway, who never realized who they really were and the calling that was on their life. And as I tell people, if you can look at your business and every time you go out and share, not look at it like, well, this is my job or this is my business, but more importantly, switch the mindset to, this is my calling. This is what I am called to do because I am making a difference. And whether that's you go out 1 night a week or 3 nights a week or whatever, just know that you have been called and you are making a difference. And I love the testimonies of families who, you know, their lives have been changed. I love the testimonies of couples who said, we've been married 10 years. We have never been able to go on a vacation. And now we go and Norwex pays for it. And I love those stories, Kelly. So you got it all. There's so many.
Thank you so much. Okay, next question. Could you give us some of your advice or wisdom that helps you or what you would tell a consultant that is struggling? You know, they're doing all the right things and maybe they're just having a slow start, like how you did in the beginning. How do you help them get over those hard times?
Very good question, Kelly. Very good. And really what I would like to say, can you all hear me still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is touch your business every day. And if you really believe in what you're doing, it's one thing if it's a product line, you know that it's not working. But if you really believe in what you're doing, I just want to encourage you, keep on keeping on. I could tell you story after story after story of people who came into the business and it took time. I just touch that business every day, touch it every day. And a lot of times I like to ask them questions, you know, are you asking people, you know, sorry, not asking, are you sharing? Because sometimes our mind is busier or our mind is doing things that maybe we're not doing. And so I just want to encourage people, keep a healthy mindset and just keep that dream ahead of you. People say, Deb, have you achieved the dream? And I tell people, we haven't even, if you really knew my vision board, I think you guys would all be like, oh, I don't share my dream with many people because it could be very overwhelming. Are we there yet? Absolutely not. I could look at our circumstances sometimes and think, I don't know if we can do this. Oh no, we can do this. We can do this. We're a debt-free company, mainly because the bank wouldn't give us money. So we had to learn to build our company that way. And we've just never stopped because we just think that's the best way now that we had to go through the hard times. So just encourage her. Don't ever give up. If you really believe in it and you see yourself doing it, don't put that dream on the shelf. Keep it off the shelf and just keep on keeping on.
I love it. Okay, next question. We want to hear the stories that you told at Leadership about how Norwex was a brand new company and you were having people return Swiffer mops and non-Norwex rags. You know, tell us about those fun early days.
Okay, well, wow, there's so many. There's so many. Yes. Oh my goodness. We had people, like I said, return Swiffer mops because, you know, don't know why they thought we were Swiffer mop. And you know what? We didn't have money then, but we would still replace it. We would send one of our Norwex mops and just say, we hope, you know, explain the difference. We had people return cotton rags. I need to pull that out again, but people, you know, and I think back, it would have been so easy, but our core values were integrity, trust, and respect. And I knew that people weren't just being ignorant. They really had no clue. They bought a rag somewhere. They had no clue. So they saw Norwex and it was like, well, that's where I got it from and I'm sending it back. And so many stories like that. Stories of where I didn't know how I was going to pay payroll. You know, one story I like to share with people, and I've shared it before and I'll share it again, but some of you may not have heard it, but I remember in the early days where it was about a year and a half into the business and there was no money to pay payroll. And I thought, what am I going to do? Payroll's in 2 weeks. And I don't think it's going to make it. And I remember thinking, I went home that night, Sunday night, thinking, you know what? Now would be a good time to quit, Debbie, because now you have a reason to quit, a real reason. There's no money to pay the staff. And I thought, no. So I prayed hard. And the next morning I walked in, and back then it was fax machines. The orders all came in through fax, but there was a fax advertisement. Advertisements came through fax machine. And there was an advertisement to buy container loads of goods. To buy a container load of good, it was a mixed good. And they wanted to offshore it, they wanted to get it out of the country. And it was container loads like from Nordstrom's. It would be a mix of purses, bags, pantyhose, etc. Anyway, I bought one container. One container, I think, was $3,000. But anyways, had nothing to do with Norwex. I told the staff, you know what, if you'll help me, I am going to bring a container load of goods. We're just going to advertise in the community, liquidation sale. It wasn't going to be Norwex branded because it wasn't Norwex. And we cleared a part of the side of the warehouse, and we put this big sale on outside on the ground. And you know what? I look back, and it's still a miracle. After that night, Sunday night, so it went from Friday to Sunday night, when we added up everything and took out the expenses, what the expenses were, I needed $15,000 for payroll. We made $15,042. And it's just, so it's stories like that I tell people, never give up, because I know what that feeling feels like. I understand when you say, should I keep on going? Oh, I have been there. But if I can beg you, keep on going, because that's where and why we are where we are today, is we weren't willing to quit. We just weren't willing to give up.
I love that. Thank you so much. I think that kind of sums up the majority of our questions. We really were just looking for inspiration. What keeps you going, when you're feeling down, or, and I think you've really touched on all of those things that.
Thank you, Kelly. Can I just share one more thing? What keeps me going? It's you guys that keep me going. When people say to me, I've lost the dream, Debbie, I'll often ask them, share the dream with me. And if I see the dream is more about them, I'll say to them, try and make your dream about other people. I am telling you, there's something magical that happened. Even myself, when I start to lose the dream, it's often that I'm focusing on my goal, my dreams. But when I start to focus on people like you, as I look at each and every one of you, I know tomorrow morning I'll be reflecting on about this call. This is what keeps my dream alive. It's others. So I just want to encourage you, keep your dream alive. And be that person who's building relationships and making an impact, and your dream will go far. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Debbie, so much. It was such an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Debbie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, the rest of you don't go anywhere, because I'm going to wrap up our meeting with some fun shout outs, okay? And just some housekeeping things, some things that are coming. First of all, wasn't that amazing? Raise your hand if you got a little choked up a time or two when she was talking. I always get emotional when Debbie talks. So I hope that just inspired you, and I cannot. Carissa, you are not the only one holding an ugly cries. If I didn't have to be talking to Debbie, I would be ugly crying. All right, so moving on. I cannot wait to talk with you guys after this and get this uploaded to our YouTube channel so other people on the team can see it. So don't forget that we do have a team YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to it. So every time we have a Zoom meeting or I make a video, I put it there, and it's for you guys. So if you closed at least one party in April, will you raise your hand? One April party, at least one in April, raise your hand. Yay. Who closed 2 parties in April? Raise your hand. I see some hands there. Teresa, Raylene. I can't even see everybody. Carissa, awesome. Okay, I'm going to now read, you guys, who were my April recruiters. So if you hear your name, give a little what. All right, so our recruiters in April were Amy Roskamp. I think she recruited more than one. Heather Henderson, Rachel Thompson, Dusty Sessions, Audra Hernandez, Pam and Ivy Davis recruited, Shannon Green Van Duzen, Kimberly Veldman, and Lindsay Denny with 3 April recruiters. And if you guys saw on our team, she was the top recruiter in Oregon, right? Am I right on that? Yeah, for April. So amazing job. And Shannon was number 2, right? So yeah, give her a smooch. That's so cute. So amazing job, Lindsay. We're so, so proud of you. And I said this on her post, and for those of you who maybe didn't see it, Lindsay was the top recruiter in April because of 2 reasons. The first is that she is insanely coachable. She asks for help. She takes advice. She does the homework that I give her, that Karen gives her. Like, she's hungry for learning and applying what she's learned. And so that's number 1. She's coachable. And the second thing is that she works her tail off. Her Norwex timeline did not follow what she wanted. She was hoping to be a team coordinator months and months ago, and really she should have been or could have been, but that just wasn't God's timing. But she did not give up. And like Debbie said, Lindsay and I have had many conversations of like, gosh, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can keep doing this. Like, how long do I keep trying? And she didn't stop. And now she's not only a team coordinator, but she's a top recruiter for the whole state that she lives in. So it's just a testimony to being coachable, being willing to try new things, and not giving up. So congratulations, Lindsay. We're so proud of you. All right, so now I'm going to go. Yeah, good job, Lindsay. All right, so now I want to do our sales for April. Okay, all right, here we go. So I am just going to do $1,500 and up, and I like to do $1,500 because that is the first level with Norwex that you get free stuff. And I'm always looking for free stuff. So I'm super proud of these 3 names in the $1,500 level because they're all my girls. So Noelle had $1,800 in sales. Woo-hoo. Christy Lum from Hawaii had $1,600, almost $1,700 in sales. And Vanessa from right here in Nebraska had $1,500. So congratulations, ladies. Woo! Yeah, woohoo! And then $2,000 and above, we have Kim Veldman with $2,100 in sales in April. Amy Schwartzer, $2,300. Holy cow, amazing job. Like, sneaky down there, being all quiet. She's in the South. I don't remind me where. I get so everybody, I get mixed up where they are. Kristen Meisner with $3,500 in sales. And then our rock star, Amy Roskamp, had almost $8,000 in sales. And an $8,000 in sales month is $2,800 in commission. So, yeah. So Amy Roskamp is like our regional champion on our team with sales and parties, and she's just very good at what she does. So if you have questions about being a top seller, Amy's your girl. So I'll post these images when we're done, and then you can talk to those people if you have questions about what they're doing that's going well. Okay, and then what was I going to do? Recruiters. Okay, and then just so you guys know, so far for May, our team-wide goal was 75 parties, and we have already held 27. So we only need 48 more at the end of May, and I will raffle off that beautiful 31 bag, which is perfect for summer. And what I want you guys to do is mark your calendar right now, put it in your phone, put it on your paper calendar, whatever you use, for June 11th, 8:30 p.m. on Zoom. We're going to have our next team meeting. And Carmel, our regional sales manager, wherever she is on the screen to you, she's going to lead that meeting for us. And so we're going to get together on a topic that really suits what our needs are as a team, and it's going to be great. So mark your calendars. And then finally, Karen, where are you? I saw you a minute ago. Karen, does anybody see Karen? Where did you, oh, I see you, Karen. There you are. Do you want to unmute yourself and tell them what's coming, or do you want me to do it? Me or you? Karen. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I got lost. Where am I? I can share. What do you have the dates in front of you? The
I will find them. You start sharing and I'll find them.
Okay. It's the last 2 weeks of May. So this is something that is close to my heart. If you remember the May accountability challenge we did a couple years ago, or the baby steps something challenge that I did for my team, also a couple years ago. This is going to be something like that. It's just going to be for 2 weeks, May 20th to 31st. And this is going to be really simple. It's focused on relationship building, adding value, recentering what our Norwex business is about. And you don't have to be working your business hardcore. This could be even, you could participate if you are not even working your business at all, even, because that's how I'm going to make this design. So there's going to be a couple of really simple tasks that we do each day, like send a message, just checking in, saying, hey, how are your baby chicks doing? Hey, we haven't talked in a while. How's so-and-so? And something relationship building, like that it's not about Norwex, but you're sending a message or a text to someone or checking in with someone who you wouldn't have otherwise that day, to build those relationships and be practice being the kind of person who's giving, being a plus in other people's lives. And then the other major component of it is personal growth. So we'll be listening to a short podcast or reading 10 minutes of a personal growth book and sharing a takeaway. So really simple stuff. But if you have been in a place where you are not moving forward right now and you're feeling down or struggling, or any of those banned words, overwhelmed, I think I was reminded recently that procrastination, the root of procrastination is usually fear, not laziness. And I think some of us have been in a place where we're feeling a little bit paralyzed and overwhelmed by all the things that we're supposed to be doing. So this is just a chance to say, I'm going to say yes to one really simple thing, just a baby step. And I think it will be, it will feel wholesome and just a healthy kind of get ourselves moving forward if you're in that place. And if you are already rocking your business and you're in a totally different place and already doing awesome, and you need way bigger business aspirations, you can do this too, because it's for everyone. Everyone can benefit from, and all of your friends can benefit too from you just practicing some relationship building, and that's what's at the core of this business too. Anyway, so that will be fun to do together, and we'll have some prizes as well. I missed anything?
One question for you, Karen. Are you going to do this in a separate group? Like
Yes.
Want to do
so
it?
This will be a separate group. So I will be posting the group in our Facebook in Team Summit Peeps. So if you want in on it, you can message me or just watch for that.
And I have one very special thing that I'm gonna have Karen use as a prize in this group, because you just heard the heart of Debbie. You heard how this business isn't about us. It's about the people we come in contact. Our Be the Light team shirts from 2018. This quote comes from an interaction I had with Debbie. And the story with this is I was at the SCSL Academy in Dallas, amazing once in a lifetime experience. And we were in the room with Debbie and some of the other home office staff. And the conversation kind of started to go like, well, what do you do when people are negative and they complain and you're so generous and, you're returning Norwex mops for Swiffer mops that aren't even Norwex, you know, and like how do you stay so positive when some of these negative things are happening when you're so generous? And Debbie's words to me were, be the light. You know, light always drives out darkness. And so that I've never forgotten that. And so I have a little red cloth, which telling her tell the story is always inspiring, that she actually signed. And so I'm gonna, because Karen has such a heart for this, and it is about that relationship building, I feel like that's the perfect place to have this be the grand prize. So, you know, go in there, build relationships, participate, personal growth, and she'll give this away. Isn't that exciting? So
Also, shout out to Amy Moreland helping me.
Yes, Amy too.
Organize my thoughts.
All right, guys, I don't want to take your whole evening, afternoon. I know it's all different time zones where you are. So if you have anything left to say, Carmela, I'll let you kind of close us out. But does anybody have anything they want to say before we go? You can unmute yourselves. It's fine.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for organizing this with Debbie. That was really special to hear. Just from
amazing. We will have this video forever.
Everyone needs to register for conference.
Oh, good reminder, Heather.
Yes, national conference, you can still get the early bird rate for $199. We have plenty of rooms between those of us who are already going. So if you are worried about not having a roommate, or if we have space and rooms. And if this little taste with Debbie moved you, if you felt inspired, national conference is like that times a million for 3 days. Good job, Heather.
Exactly. All right, you want me to wrap it up?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you everyone so much. It was awesome to have all of you on. At one point in time, I think we had almost 50 people. So that's super exciting. And thank you to all of you, and congratulations on investing in yourself by being here to move your heart and your business forward, because this business and this job, if you want to call it that, a job, is amazing. And there are fantastic days of excitement, and there are sometimes days of frustration. So that's one of the reasons that we're excited to come together next month again, because if you're having a good week or a good month, we all need to hear from you at the meeting. We need to hear what's working and celebrate you and cheer you on and learn from you. If you're having a bad week or a bad month, you need the meeting. You need to join us to get uplifted, to be reminded why you're here, really fall in love again with the mission, the product, your team, and just, refocus, right? And I love what you're doing, Karen, with that challenge of building relationships. Fantastic. Because every time we reach out, and like Debbie said, keep going and don't quit. Every time we keep going and we connect with somebody else, we've made a difference. We've touched their lives. And we might think that one person, whether we talk to them about Norwex or not, is really only just one person, no big deal. But it could be one person that you literally change their life. Or it could be one person that introduces you to 2 or 3 years of business from all the people and the contacts. You never know who you can help or how you can help them. But the best advice and reminder, thank you, Debbie, for sharing it with us, is don't give up. Just keep on going. And I love that you brought us back around to be the light, because sometimes, we can all have our moments where we might get cranky. Well, maybe not you guys, but sometimes I do. And right, so then we need to be reminded, right, that, we are making a difference. And every time you open your mouth to share Norwex, or you gift them with a product, or you invite them to hear about Norwex or see a demo or be a host, whatever that is, you are making a difference. So thank you for being a part of our amazing team. Thank you for believing in Norwex and sharing the mission with other people. Thank you for carrying that light forward, because so many people need and want what we have. And you guys are so important in the mission of making a difference for other people. And the best part of all is that, hey, we get to be blessed ourselves when we're helping others. How cool is that? You know, not everybody gets that privilege. So we appreciate you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Share all of your amazing stories, and we'll look forward to connecting again here in June. Mark your calendars, June 11th, I think it was, right? 8:30 p.m. Central. You guys do the time change conversions, but we hope for all of you to be there. And thank you, Kelly, for inviting me to join you as well. And I can't wait to connect up again very soon.
Thank you guys for coming. Have a great night. I love you all.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.